What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review, and this time I'm reviewing Kirby's Dream Land for the Nintendo Game Boy, which was made by Nintendo and HAL's Laboratory. And this is like Kirby's Dream Land is pretty much a platformer, much like a lot of other platformers that was released for the NES and the Super Nintendo. And pretty much this is the first Kirby game to be released in the franchise. And the plot is pretty much the king DDD has stolen all the food in Dreamland for this midnight feast that he's having for most likely for himself, and pretty much Kirby had found out about it and set out to get all the food back and defeat this particular king. And in this game you have like different enemies to fight and everything. The main way to take them out is like either swallow a particular enemy or a specific item, then spit them out against another enemy. And as far as the stages are concerned, there are like five pretty much, and the stages are named like Green Greens, Castle Low Low Low, Float Islands, Bubbly Clouds, and Mount DDD. Now, all of the stages have at least one sub boss and an in stage boss. Now, the second stage, which is Castle Low Low Low, has two particular sub bosses on that stage before racing the end boss in that particular stage. And as far as the last stage, Mount DDD, is pretty much instead of having one particular sub boss, it has four, and the four sub bosses are actually the end stage bosses of the previous four stages, which is something that I found similar to like the Mega Man series, because when you reach Dr. Rose's castle in any Mega Man game, you're pretty much fighting all of the robot masters a second time. So I found that similarity. I don't know if anybody else saw that similarity, but if you did, you can mention it in the comment section. And another thing is like the Kirby can also swallow a couple of spicy dishes. And what will happen if Kirby swallows it is like he will spit out like fire for like 10 seconds around that time, and Kirby will take out any enemy that gets in his way. And another thing about Kirby Dream Land is that Kirby is able to get to a higher platform by floating, and the way to do that is by pressing up and the A button at the same time, and of course A is the jump button. Now, how does it hold up? Actually, it holds up quite well among all when you compare it to like other Game Boy games that came out within its life cycle. Now, the graphics and level design are very good in my opinion, and to me, Kirby's Dream Land is probably one of the best drawn games that was released for the Game Boy. And the gameplay is pretty much simple and is very good. And I like the fact that the fact that Kirby was able to. I kind of get my words twisted, but But what I'm saying is, it was a very good decision to have Kirby float to get to a higher platform. Now, honestly, the best aspect of the game, in my opinion, is the soundtrack, and it's honestly it is very good. It pretty much fits Kirby's Dream Land in terms of getting you like in the mood to play the game. So it's like from an overall standpoint, Kirby Dream Land is a very good game, and it's pretty much a very good start to the Kirby franchise, and it's one of the best Game Boy games to be released on that particular system. And I honestly would recommend it to anybody who owns a uh, Game Boy system. It could even be a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Advance. It really don't matter. It really don't matter. I would still recommend this particular game. As far as the score, I would definitely give it a 9. Man, I'll say mainly because of the color palette pretty much lacks variety, but that is expected mainly because the games that were released on Game Boy consist of like green and black, but that's not that big of a deal, you know. But it's still an excellent game. With that being said, if you like Kirby Dream Land, or if it's one of your favorite games that you like to go back to, you can mention it in the comment section. If you like this review, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.